You know what really grinds my gears? Honestly, nothing grinds my gears more than someone saying, grinds my gears. But you know what really makes me upset? What really kind of pisses me off? When someone puts their time and their effort into making a game and like putting a passion project out there, and no one plays it, or no one looks at it. People just scroll past it. So something I do regularly is I go on Reddit r/playmygame, and I check out games, and I especially look for the ones that people just aren't giving any attention, and something that it looks to me like someone put a lot of effort into, that people are just scrolling past. So we go here on r/playmygame, something like this, 0 comments. I mean, there are some games that obviously get people looking at them, things like that. You know, this one, it looks like there's no picture here, which obviously, let's start with that. Let's go ahead and make a picture or a video there at the beginning so people know what they're looking at. But you got this one here. I clicked on it, put out 3 days ago. When you get in here, it looks like there's some effort. We got a nice start screen. We got some good crisp, high resolution images here. Controls, everything looks good. So let's check out Rolltastic, since it looks like no one else has in 3 days. And no one has given any kind of comments. And when you click on the itch page, also, there's nothing there either. No comments or anything. It's a name your own price, so no payment required. You're welcome to just download it for free. So I have gone ahead and downloaded it. So let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, so Rolltastic, looks like the goal is just to reach 100 in the fastest time possible. So if you need help, no problem. In tricky sections, just use the slow motion feature and take the time you need. But be warned, take care of the red cylinders. Maybe they'll push your ball in a direction where you didn't want to go. Let's give it a shot. Rolltastic. Made with Unity. As most of these games are. Rocket Man Gaming, nice little logo. Okay, we got a start screen. We have no audio that I can hear. WSAD controls are not there, and you can barely tell those are highlighted. I can see the shading whenever I roll my cursor over one of these. No, it's not very apparent though. So let's click credits, which is nice. We also had credits on the itch.io page, so clearly this dev made sure to keep track of this, which is awesome. Controls, nice little setup, looks good. So WASD, we got arrow keys as well. Activate slow motion is space. Pause game is P. Simple. Version 1.0. Exit button. Nice to have. All right, let's click start game. Oh, okay, so now we have sound. I do wish we had a little bit of... Oh, and music. Oh, that's nice. All right, I wish we had a little bit of that on the main menu. Just anything to indicate that we're here. Maybe a little bit of a sound when you roll over these, like a ding, 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 you know, something. And then just a little bit of background music. That music that started right when we started the game was really good so far. So that would be really nice to have. So, start the game again. I like that sound when you start. That's cool. Look, we've got clouds in the background. That looks really good. Oh, controls feel really nice, actually. Yeah, this feels really good. No issues at all. Very good. All right. Your goal, reach section 100. A little bit of motion blur there as we're moving. I don't know if that can be fixed, if that's a camera issue. Let's see what these do. Okay. You fall if you hit those. Got it. Okay. Let's try not to hit that again. Can we start? So what do I do? Let's try. I know there was a red one. Oh, is it random? Okay. That explodes. Okay, there's our slow motion bar. Alright. I like this already. Reach 100. So, what is that? 2 what? 3, 4? 2 red ones? What's... Is 2 just the section? Is that what that's saying? Alright. Good luck. Section 1. Okay, so let's just cruise through this. So the yellow ones, it looks like we can kind of just roll over. I don't think there's any indication of them having impact on score. We're going to just kind of roll past those. Oh, is that 4? It says section 4. Do those give us slow motion? Does that hurt to do that? Because I'll just use that and keep going. We had a little bit of a slowdown there. Section 7. Are the blue this section? Is there any indicator of the section? Because maybe I'm not seeing it. Okay, there was a doo-da-ding. I don't know what that means either. Is that the next section? Oh no, the doo-da-dings are the yellow ones. That's right, I remember that from earlier. Okay. It does appear as though I can kind of just do that though, which definitely is a cheaty strat. That does not seem like the right answer. Wait a minute, did I just pass one that was already missing? I'm not repeating sections, right? I'm not 100% there yet. Man, I really do like the overall look though, and the music. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what's going on, except hitting these big yellow things and excuse me, yellow. The red thing, okay. Why is that one missing? Oh no, that one's missing too. More slowdown. May have a little bit of a memory or graphics management type of issue. For reference, when it comes to that stuff, I am on a 3070. Sorry, almost fell. I'm on a 3070 and an i9-10900. So we should generally be okay. Of course, we are recording. I think I forgot to close Unity, among other things. I probably normally have about 40 or 50 Google Chrome tabs open, so that certainly doesn't help in the memory management side. I keep hitting space like it's going to be a jump button. Didn't it say that's slow-mo, right? Because I don't see a jump. Get out of there. Again, I'm very sure I'm not supposed to just keep hitting these red ones. But it doesn't seem to be hurting anything, right? It's like there's no, like, life or health. So it seems like I can just keep hitting those with no real impact, except for I almost fell down the hole. Okay. As long as you're moving forward when you hit him. If you're moving sideways, then it may take you off the course. Okay, that was close there. Oh, no, don't fall. I did it again. I hit space. It just makes me feel like I want to jump those. But obviously that's not helpful at all, because there is no jump button. There is the P button, the pause button. 29. Again, I don't have any indicator, or at least if there is an indicator, it's very not apparent to me where it's indicating what section I'm actually in. Man, again, music, sound, overall, great so far. Indicators of section would be helpful. Sound effect maybe a little bit loud on the red. On the explosions, I mean, I get it, but maybe it's just because I am going right through them too quickly, as opposed to actually taking my time. Alright, and P is pause. So if I push anything else like escape, oh, escape pauses as well. Okay, that's nice. Controls. That's it. Slow motion. Alright, let's try it one more time. And again, I'm sure this is not the way it's meant to be played, but it does appear as though it doesn't hurt anything until I get to those much later areas. And the yellow ones don't really seem to do anything. So nothing negative. All they're doing is filling my slow motion bar. I can see that down there now as I actually paid attention. So yellow fills up the slow motion bar. Reds are just blocks. Blues are just blocks. Man, I'm really bad with colors, apparently. Okay, so the ball is green. Let's start with that. Alright, we got that under control. Yellows give you more slow motion on your meter. Reds are the explodey boys, and they fly away and make this awesome sound. And I like how they kind of like just... The force that gets added to them, the instant force, makes them go crazy. Or impulse force, I guess. And then the blue ones are just there to be a pain in the butt. Just to literally get in the way, and that's it. Okay, yellow one, yellow. We got all this slow-mo. What are we going to do with it? Is there any benefit to using it? Oh, I feel like I took that part pretty quick. Don't know. I don't know my splits here. I need like a ghost or a replay would be cool. If you could use a replay system, those can get a little bit tricky. I know there's, you don't want to create your own. Oh shoot, there are several available in the asset store, among other places I'm sure, but that's generally where I look for my stuff. So a replay system would be awesome, where it gives you like maybe your best time, your best previous run, as a little ghost. That's a pretty easy implementation overall. I do like the movement though. That is something that really stands out, is that the way the game feels is actually really good. It feels exactly like you would expect it to feel based on what I'm seeing. And there's a lot you can do with something like this, especially as you get to later areas, and I don't know, so I may just have not be good enough to have gotten there yet, but things like the blue blocks moving up and down at some point would be a really cool mechanic. That way you kind of, you know, they're kind of moving at different speeds. And again, some of this stuff may be in here already and I just haven't gotten to it yet. And you could even do that with some of the other blocks, but obviously with the blue ones, it's going to have the impact because they're designed as the ones that are blockers. So blue is blocker, makes sense. You could potentially have some other blocks that are not only blockers, but they also explode. Maybe explode when you touch them. Maybe push you a force backwards or something like that. So like maybe it's not blue, maybe it's a different color, and you touch it and it explodes. Oh, I should have probably gotten an explosion there, but I kind of skipped it. I must have ran over the edge. So another, like I said, another blocker block that kind of explodes maybe backwards or something along those lines. You've always got the implementation of things such as, I kind of think of this as a racing game in a sense. So I think of things like oil slicks and water. So, for example, you could get to an area that you move slower across. Like, you know, like it's sludge or like water or something like that, that you just, as you go through it, makes a little sound. Maybe it's a certain color cylinder. You go across those cylinders and they're slower, like maybe they're green or something like that. And you certainly wouldn't want to go across those, especially because it would just slow down your time overall. And then the opposite, you could have ones that maybe change your control scheme to be really slippery. Meaning you go across them and then all of a sudden, you know, you can... I'm stuck here. Kind of easy, different ways to implement it, but obviously you can just temporarily change... Either add forces in certain directions to the ball, or you can just change the physics in a sense, or even just put a different physics material. Is another way to do it. Make that cylinder with a different physics material. Maybe it's something really slippery or really bouncy. Bouncy is another one you could do. So you can do a slowdown, you could do like a speed up kind of, or maybe a speed up plus losing control. You could do a bouncy one that when you hit it, it kind of like makes it where you bounce across, so it would be a lot more difficult to avoid the cylinders if you did it that way, the ones with the holes in them. Oh shoot. And then you could go, in my opinion, you could take it, and again, hopefully, you know, I don't have the roadmap, I haven't even been to the end of the game, I have no idea what's in here. These are just ideas that I'm kind of coming up with off the top of my head. Okay, so continuing the run, sorry about that. We could also do something that you have fun a little bit with the lighting system. So let's say you got to an area that was dark, as an example, and you know, maybe all the lights or the big lights kind of go out, but some of your, oh, that's weird, it's making it look like it's moving. That's actually really awesome. That's not moving, right? That is sitting still. Is that an optical illusion? That is definitely an illusion. When I'm staring at, and it's probably from all the moving that was just done, and it's like getting some, it's getting stuck on my eyeballs, like plastered on my retinas, where it looks like it's still moving a little bit on me. But a lighting system, so basically you make it where you're in a dark area that you go into, and maybe some of them are like glow in the dark, or some of them have bright where you can kind of see where you're going but not quite. Maybe certain things are accented. Would be really cool. Maybe having some that have a completely different transparency to them, like some that are really invisible, or even kind of flashing on and off, like maybe they're like glitched, especially with the blockers where it's coming into solid and then it kind of glitches away to not solid anymore, almost like there's a glitch in the game kind of thing. There's a lot of different things. Again, I've only made it to level 32, or section 32, excuse me. I don't know what's at the end. If I maybe focus a little more on the run, and I may do that to try and get myself to 100 to see what that looks like. Maybe there are some of those mechanics that I just haven't seen yet, but overall, I mean, I think the idea is awesome. I really like it. It's so easy to take this and place it across different levels. So obviously it appears as though these are randomly placed on here. There's a lot of procedural generation here on the layouts of the level, as so it seems. You could take that and easily just re-theme it to another level, and now it's an entirely new level that has its own scoreboard, leaderboard, and everything for that. Its own sound, its own look. It could have a different camera post-processing and all of that stuff. I mean, there is a lot that can be done with this game, even just in its current state. And even in its current state, it's really cool, really fun in my opinion, really playable. Not in an offensive way, but it kind of feels like it would be great as a mobile game, in my opinion, as a mobile type of, move around. I don't think an auto move would work, but maybe move around on the screen and then just having the slowdown kind of on a button. Obviously, I didn't use the slowdown very often. That mechanic just, for me, maybe I should have, and that would have helped me get past into those further levels, further areas, but for some reason I just kept wanting to jump with the space bar, so it didn't actually work for me, but I understand how it's part of the game and it should be used as a regular mechanic. But overall, I'm glad I stopped to check it out, and I really look forward to making it to the end of not only this level, but maybe seeing what other types of things are kind of added to the game in the future. So awesome job. Yeah, definitely enjoyed that. And hopefully this was helpful to you, giving you a little bit of feedback. And anyone else out there, of course, like I said, I'm always on the lookout for different things. I especially like to kind of go after the ones that aren't really getting maybe the attention that they deserve. So if you know of any games like that or come across anything like that, feel free to reach out any number of ways: Reddit, Discord, YouTube, whatever. I'd love to check something out, whether it's your game or whether it's another game that you're just aware of. And I'd love to kind of do I think of it like a dev mentality a little bit whenever I go through these. Not only thinking of things that can be done, but also ways that it can be implemented. Hopefully can kind of give a little insight into that. So yeah, feel free to hang around, check out some other videos if you want, subscribe if you are interested in more content, and definitely let me know what you guys are looking to see. So otherwise, I appreciate everyone watching, and I'll see you guys next time. May the 4th be with you.